appreciate the opportunity to talk through our partnership roadmap and the ways that we would work together. What I hope really is highlighted here is the fact that we have a plan in place, but we also realize it's not a one-size-fits-all. So we work very closely with you throughout the journey to identify our business objectives, timelines and cadences that meet our specific goals, and have that shared accountability throughout the partnership. Ultimately, we want to have that strategic alignment with you, so lots of discovery sessions early on and throughout the relationship. Our alignment phase starts out with the initial discovery about the sites and the objectives within the sites. We move into installation, which of course is focusing on the technical aspects of the hardware installs and the model training. Here's where we're also really understanding those use cases on a site-per-site basis, and we're building that relationship with your site users and site leads. We move into phase, which is where we really pick up the onboarding and training with your end users. And ultimately here is where we want to get you off the ground running. So we'll preset some rules for you based off of our discovery questions earlier in the sessions. And we'll make sure that as we go through that training, that there's an opportunity for users to refine those rules. And once we've built those rules, we'll essentially set you up with a campaign. These are the high priority areas that we want to look at throughout those first 30 days. And so through the adoption phase is where we'll spend a lot of hands-on time with your teams, making sure that we are editing rules as needed. We are monitoring the events and looking at behavioral trends. We're also talking about what corrective actions are being put into place, logging those and tracking those against the data as well. So ultimately, at the end of those 30 days, and ideally before then, we're seeing that change in behavior, and we're seeing that within the platform. So the adoption phase is a very hands-on time frame for us, working very closely, and there's a shared accountability there as well to make sure that your site users are engaged and participating in those conversations with us. We want to make sure that they're getting the most out of the platform and leveraging those insights to impact their daily workflow, but most importantly, the health and safety of your workforce. Beyond that, we continue to have those conversations and those strategic pivots. And so we will continue to work closely with you, look at continuous improvements, identify new features that could be very specific to your P&G sites and use cases. So ultimately, we want to work very closely with you. We have a shared accountability. We want to have that strategic alignment. We are continuously improving, and we are adaptive. So I look forward to working with you all in the future and welcome any questions. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening.